Hi my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a really quick and simple, bold and colorful look. I've already did my face. So we've got on our foundation, I've highlighted, I've contoured a little bit, did a little bronzing. I haven't applied blush or highlighter yet. I'm also going to be showing you guys how to refresh from this hairstyle. As you guys can see, I've got a few little flyaways and all that jazz. So I'm going to show you guys how to pull that together. So we're going to do a little quick and easy, get ready and get out the door look. Before we move into eyes, we always have to do what? Shadow shield. So we're going to take some of this ColourPop brightening powder or the banana. We're going to put that right underneath. Put enough under there to sort of make sure that if anything falls, we good. I'm actually going to be picking up the Nomad palette, which I showed you guys. I picked up in a haul and I've already shared a look on this channel, but you know what? It's beautiful. I think it'd be great with this top. This is like a really cute, like mossy green situation. As always, I want to add some warmth to my face, so I'm going to pick up the shade here. Doesn't have a name, guys, so I can't tell you what it's called. So we're just going to come in here and do a little of this. I'm just going to pile this on just a little bit, not too harshly, but just to give some warmth to that situation. So the next one I'm going to use to bring in a little bit more of that green color be this one here in the bottom corner on a light fluffy brush. And we're going to just throw this starting in the outer V. And if you are a part of the hooded lid situation, always make sure to look straight ahead just to make sure that you can see that definition. So if you can't see it, just go up. You gotta sort of like create a crease sometimes, like a faux crease. Why not? We can make faux freckles. We can make faux lip lines. Why not make a faux crease? So there's a quick little oomph. You could stop right here, but you know your girl's extra. So what I'm gonna do is pick up the next shade, which would be this lovely one here in the top corner. And I'm gonna pick up a more detailed brush. Let's just do a pencil brush. This way we can show that we are doing a green look. So we're just gonna come in like this. And I'm thinking about going halo, so let's do it on the other side too. Right in here is always a good way to like bring in that halo eye. But see how we've created this blank space here in the middle? Beautiful. And to apply my shimmer in the center, I'm thinking about going with this shade here. The center one there. My center shade from the center of the palette. And we're gonna just put that right in the middle. You can use your finger, my lovelies, but I'm always wearing talons, so your girl can't really get my finger to do what I want it to do. But it's okay. But look at that. Isn't this beautiful? Ooh, baby. And I'm not too bothered if I go too far to the left or the right of the center, because you can always just take that pencil brush and go back in and fix it. I tell you guys all the time, I love a good pencil brush for the simple fact that I can always go back in and fix things, flicking inwards on the outer V part and inwards from the inner V, just to sort of like soften this look. If you take it from the center and you pull it this way, you're gonna lightly start to like buff out the shimmer on both sides. But if you pull inwards, you'll be pulling the matte color into the shimmer. So it just depends on what you guys want to do with that one. Now I'm going to pick up my fluffy brush again, and I'm going to go back into the bottom corner here, and I'm going to just use this to sort of soften the edges and also enhance the cream. Just pull it up a little bit and just softly do that one. And boom, baby. All done. Let me do the other eye real quick and then we'll do our finished touches. Be right back. Alrighty guys, this eye is all done. We're gonna do the finishing touches together. First thing I'm gonna do is get an angled brush, and we're gonna pick up this shade here and, well, this shade here and this shade here. And I'm gonna take the darker shade on the outer V and the lighter shade on the inner corner. You can pull this in as much as you want. Just remember that when you use a darker shade, especially on the bottom lash line, it will sort of like make your eye look smaller and a little bit more smoky and give you that squinty, sexy eye. If you don't want to do that, you can always just go up in the light department and just use more of the light and only use the darker shade on the outer V. So as you can see, just a little bit action on there, and then the rest of it is the light one. Once I have the line defined with my angle brush, I'll go in with a smaller, more compact detail brush. And we're gonna put this underneath the darker color too. I wanna put something in my upper brow situation. Let's just pick up this champagne-y color here in the bottom. See how we like that. All right, up in the brow you go. Ooh, okay. He's not ultra shimmery, but he is light enough to give you that contrast in the brow area. I would be telling you guys the names of this shade, but There are no names, not on the front or the back. So I can't give you names, but I will say this is the brush that I used for this shade here. I'm not picking up any extra color. I'm just sort of like using it to buff and soften that brow bone highlight shade. We're all done. Now to do some finishing moves here, we're gonna pick up the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette, and I'm gonna go with the shades here and here. Just something really soft and gentle. So that's gonna be Yara and Lena. So I'm gonna take my blush brush and I'm gonna tap it into this shade here and this shade here. And I'm just gonna blush myself up a little bit. And I tell you guys all the time, these blushes are highly pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. I always start back here and work my way forward because I feel like it gives you a softer, more lighter blush situation. So I'm gonna take a large fluffy brush. I'm gonna take my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Deep, and I'm just gonna run this all over under my eye. Pick up any excess powder. I also like to do this to kind of like blur the lines between my highlighting shade, my blush, my contour. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh Spray. In the winter, if you guys are dealing with any dry skin, you kind of want to avoid using a mattifying primer because it will just sort of make your skin say, oh my God, it's cold, I'm parched, we need more moisture. And so it's going to naturally increase the amount of oil production that you have. And especially if you have dry skin, you definitely want to go with something that's very hydrating. So in today's look, I did use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It's very hydrating for me, and I find that to be comforting when I'm trying to deal with my skin just sort of reacting to the cold weather. We're done with that part. Let's finish the lips. And we're gonna put on some mascara. We're gonna be using the Better Than Sex. This is the waterproof mascara. I love this one. It has texture. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's texture on this one. It's so cute, sexy. All right, so let's go ahead and hit them lashes. Just a little bit of wake up juice, you know what I'm saying? I think mascara is like the equivalent of coffee for your lashes. It just sort of wakes them up, lifts them, gives them a little curl. If you ever wonder how to put mascara on the bottom lash, always get whatever excess is on the tip by dotting it on a paper towel or something, and that'll prevent you from having that horrible accident of like getting mascara right there. So once the tip has been cleaned of any excess product, just sort of hit that lash line and wiggle, and then you'll turn it this way. So let's go ahead and grab a deep lip liner. I'm gonna pick up this Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil, and this is in the shade Dimensional Dark Brown, just to give me some definition on the lips. And we're gonna pick up this color Candice from Juvia's Place. This is the matte one. Really pretty. We're gonna take some Fenty gloss in the shade Fenty Glow. All right, face is done. Now let's go into the hair. So in my last video, I showed you guys how I created this style. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to zhuzh it up. So the first thing you wanna do is assess like which one of these are looking a little rough. You can actually just take off the rubber bands. Your girl just pops a good old piece of rubber band off. I'm gonna take this one here. And while I'm doing this, I wanna show you guys like my butter recipe definitely gave me definition. Your girl ain't mad at that at all. What I'm gonna do is just grab a little bit of butter, not a lot, just a little bit. And I'm just gonna hit that right there. Comb that out. And then to add some flair, I'm just gonna grab front section. And I'm gonna 2-strand flat twist this puppy back. If you saw the video where I showed you guys how I installed this look, you might remember that I have rubber bands everywhere. I don't really like having too many rubber bands at the front of my hair because it's just more pulling than I'm accustomed to, and I don't like it. So that's why I went ahead and took those down, and I just made it flat like this. I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other braid, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to zhuzh it with my hair oil, just to give it a little bit of life, you know. All done. So this is how you do a quick re-zhuzhing with the butter to create a new look. A little attitude in the front. You can always add some little clippies or something like that to accentuate. Now my hands, as you guys can see, this is kind of an oily base. It's an oil-based product, so this is a little oily. I'm gonna take a little bit of my oil, rub it in my hands, get it really nice and glistening. I'm just gonna put this all over the back section, especially working that down to the ends, and then give a little floofing. And there you go. This is a really cute way to revitalize an old style. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Don't forget to follow me on my Insta at SASSYKESH, Sassy Quiche. In my next video, we're gonna have a sit down and we're gonna chit chat about what we're gonna be doing for the 2020 year on this channel. Then you know what you gotta do, boo. You gotta hit that subscribe button, that little red rectangle down there. Number 2, hit that bell button, make it ring, baby, so you know when my next video is gonna be up. Don't forget to like this video if you know someone else who would find this information helpful. Don't forget to share this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, my lovelies, stay bold, stay colorful, stay true to yourself. Peace.